Back with Veterans Day this week, our nation's military members are facing financial challenges, some of them anyway. Statistics show vets are more likely to miss their mortgage and credit card payments.
To help explain why that is and what we can do about it, we're joined by Brian Levy from BML Wealth Management. Brian, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And why Thank you. Why are veterans more likely to be in worse financial shape than non-serving Americans?
Well, I first want to start off obviously thanking the veterans for their service and sacrifice. But Rachel, you're so right. Military families, they move around a lot. 26% of military spouses are unemployed. And we all know Americans carry a lot of credit card debt. And military families carry twice as much as the average American. And really, unfortunately, most of them don't seek the help that they need.
So what are some of the solutions, Brian? What can we do?
I think there's a balance. As a retirement planner, right, I'm always looking at how do we plan for retirement, but there's a balance for military families living today and also planning for their future. So the first thing we always say is have a transition fund, or I like to call it an emergency fund, which is really 6 to 12 months of living expenses saved away in the bank. Yes, it's not earning a lot, but it's there in an emergency if you need it. The best way to do that is just set it up on autopilot. Have your paycheck, a portion of that go into savings, and make sure that you're building that up for a rainy day. Also, for your future as a retirement planner, you want, military families have a version of a 401k. It's called a TSP or a thrift savings plan. They should be maximizing their money, their contributions into that. Put as much money away in that as possible and try not to touch it, because you have access to take loans from that over the years and take out money early. But remember, if you do that, that money's not there to re-earn itself for retirement.
And Brian, there are tons of programs and services for veterans, but do you think that also makes them targets for scammers?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes. So we know with pandemics and when there's a recession and all the rest that the scam artists kind of come out of the woodwork, right? And there's scams, offering cash payments to take over the veterans' future payouts or payments, which is absolutely horrible. There's people calling them to access personal information, just like any other scam out there. One of the ones that just irks me is that there's companies that'll charge the veterans for VA forms that are free that they can get from the VA, but they're charging them. There's fake charities. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And you really have to do your research and know, hey, what are the do's and don'ts? What's legitimate and what's not?
Good advice, Brian. Certainly thank you for coming in this morning. And of course, Veterans Day is this week. So thank you to all those who served as well. Thanks again, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.